Hello, my Chinese name is Shang Guan Jie Wen. We are here in beautiful Wuhan, China. If you look around, you can see Jianghan walking streets in every direction. There are shops and people are having a great time. But we're not here to talk about China today. We're here to talk about the United States of America. I am from America. I'm originally from California. I lived in a few different cities, including San Francisco and Berkeley, Modesto and Oakdale, and I've lived all over California, and I've lived in Asia for about 12 years. I have lived here in China for almost 10 years. I've lived in Beijing and I lived in Wuhan. And lately I've been reading a lot about the United States, and it's troubling. There's more homelessness.
So after we interviewed last year, you went into housing. You had a house.
Yeah, me and my fiance, we had a house together, and she passed away.
And then you ended up back outside.
Yeah.
The reason you're homeless the first time is your son died.
Yeah.
It emotionally affected you.
Yep. And I just lost my other son a couple months ago.
It's heartbreaking.
He was serving our country, so.
How he died?
Yeah, IED. And then my brother got murdered a couple days later. But I don't think he's not going to make it. He's up here now.
And more wage inequality in the United States than ever before. So, I want to talk about Department of War. I guess they call themselves the Department of Defense, but the United States is not a very defensive country. They have 700, the United States has 700 bases around the world. They spend $800 billion on their war budget every year, which is more than the next 10 countries combined. So the United States military, its war enterprise, spends more than 10, that's unfathomable, $800 billion. China only spends like $200 billion, just for reference. And I think Russia spends $61 billion. So the United States, before the added bonuses that they get from Congress, sometimes they get like $500 billion here or $500 billion there, no big deal, then the United States is spending more than 10 times more than Russia. And yet Russia's the big threat. We should all be scared. I don't think so. The reality is the United States has invaded Iraq, and it has invaded Afghanistan, and it has bombed Syria, and it has bombed parts of Yemen, and it sells weapons to some people around the world that are killing other people. The United States invaded Vietnam. The United States had its Korea War. The United States just goes into one war after another. Oh, we're defending people. The United States is not defending anyone. The United States is the aggressor. And it's kind of ludicrous that they're always saying, oh, we're going to go protect people when they're bombing villages, and they're bombing funerals, and they're bombing weddings to kill one person sometimes, blowing up entire hotels. It's absolutely astounding that they get away with it. And with the amount of homeless people, the wage inequality, what the United States needs to do is gut the Pentagon. Stop funding the Pentagon, cut the Pentagon budget down to some reasonable amount, bring the soldiers home, close the 700 bases, have some bases abroad, sure, but not 700, and start fixing the problems at home like Medicaid and student loans. The F-35 program, which has an F-35 or two every year just drop out of the sky and crash, just like during flights and training, costs $1.5 trillion. That's about what the student loan deficit in the United States is. They could just cut the F-35 program, one of the worst jets in our age, and fix student loans instantaneously. And then you have homeless people in LA and San Francisco, huge problems that require assistance. The United States needs to stop spending money killing people and start spending money taking care of its own people. See you next time. Bye-bye.